What's up, everybody? It's time for another Lightning Collection unboxing and quick brief review. Today I'm going to be looking at Connor McKnight, the Dino Thunder Red Ranger from the Lightning Collection. And we'll take a look at him. I've had him for a while. This is the side of the box, of course, Dino Thunder logo. The portrait kind of continues there. You know, same thing here. This is the artwork on the back. Like I said, I've had him for a while. Haven't unboxed him. I've had him several months, actually. And really, I just haven't gotten around to it. I wanted to put him on display. Didn't really have a spot on the display for him yet. But I was going through some of my old toys, and I found my 2004 Bandai version of this guy. So I thought, hey, why don't we do kind of like a retro review comparison of the original from 2004 and this new guy. So first thing off the bat, this new guy, he comes with a couple of things. He comes with his sword mode of the gun with some cool little flame looking effects, and his Tyranno staff, and then as well as in the belt holder here, he's got the other transformed gun mode of his gun. Can't think of the name of it. Oh, and he's got two extra hands because why not? Lightning Collection. And there's the likeness of him there. I think that's looks pretty good. It looks like him, I think. You know, I think there's could be a little better maybe, but not bad. There's been a lot worse for sure in the Lightning Collection. I think for a toy, that looks pretty good. So anyways, let's unbox this guy and take a look at him. There he is. You got the little background, cool color combination for this color combination of a Ranger figure. And let's pop him out. First thing, again, we'll take a look at that head sculpt there. Yeah, it looks like Connor, I think, in my opinion. What do you guys think? Anyhow, so that's the head. Pretty cool. And here's the gun. I don't have the weapon out from the original version to compare this yet, but I can tell you it was all this gray plastic color originally. It was not painted. So, and I don't see any crazy, ugly Hasbro paint splotches that they have sometimes. So this one turned out pretty good. I like it. We got some extra hands here for his different poses that he does. You know, kind of make him so he can do the poses in the show. Here's a little rubbery flame effect that can go on the sword. This is different. I can't think that we've had this particular one in a previous figure before, so I like that. And here is the gun saber thingy transformed into the sword saber mode. Again, paint looks pretty good on this. Not bad, not bad. Here's a Tyranno staff. Yeah, paint's pretty good on this one. I'm impressed, Hasbro. This is very clean looking. I haven't seen any blotches, which is unusual for Hasbro sometimes. So yeah, this looks pretty good. Painting in the lines. I'm proud of you, Hasbro. Good work on this one. So yeah, Tyranno staff, nice and long. The original release did not come with this in the early 2000s from Bandai. Instead, it came with a weird like blaster thingy that was like an arm to a Build-A-Figure robot thingy. You know, because they like to do weird things sometimes with figures instead of making them accurate. But this guy is accurate, or so he's supposed to be. Alright, get that out of here. So, here is your Connor McKnight Dino Thunder Red Ranger. Yeah, he looks pretty good. They got the paint around the visor there, and the little eyes of the Tyrannosaurus and the helmet. You know, in your typical Lightning Collection, if you have any of these others, it's a typical mold that they have for the Ranger figures and the articulation. You know, you can move the arms up, you can bring them forward, you can turn them, and do different things. You can turn this piece here. You can, oh, it's just tight. Needs to be played with a little bit. It's tight. But anyways, bring his arms forward. You know, he's a zombie walking in the apocalypse. You know, it's got the full articulation that you would want to see in a highly posable collector's $20 price point range figure. You know, the double joints here in the elbows. And he's got his morpher molded on there. Unfortunately, it is not painted. Ugh. I really wish it was, but for this price point, they don't tend to do those things. Bandai did the same thing with this guy. They did not really paint that very well. So there's his back. Not a whole lot of details there to write home about. You know, again, bends on the elbow. These are all painted little diamond thingies. You know, hips, torso bending, and it kind of doesn't turn at the hips, but it turns here. I don't know why I'm holding him upside down. You know, he can kick, he can sit, he can bend his knees. Double joints there, spins here, and then he's got the foot articulation, a little bit of movement here for posing, and then they can turn as well. If you want to have him break his ankle, you can do that. Just like the show. Not really, he never did that. Okay, so this is the figure. Now, what I wanted to do is compare this guy to this guy. All right, let's compare these two guys side by side. And, you know, right off the bat, the big difference is this guy's a lot muscular looking, which is kind of what Bandai did for a lot of their run with these figures. This one's more realistic looking, like on the show, and you have like little pieces of like little cloth wrinkles, you know, and it looks like spandex on a person that's really thin and not super athletic, like the show. So, you know, typical things you would expect there. One thing this guy had was a gimmick where he pressed this button here. He makes sound effects, and can you believe it? Was it been 15 years later? This guy, the sound effects still work on the original battery.
Let's go, Rangers.
So he just cycles through those two things. One thing off the bat I do notice is, I'll have to check pictures. The lines on this are painted silver. Here they're painted white. I'll have to check the footage from the show to see which one's actually accurate. Another thing is this is painted here. This little line right there on the helmet. Or is it? Looks like it is. I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's not. I thought it was from a distance, but it's not. It's just so deep and thin, it looks like it's painted. This one is a lot, not as deep, and it doesn't give that illusion that it's painted from a distance like the Bandai one does. Interesting how they didn't engrave that as deeply as they did here, but pretty much the same thing. When you look at paint apps on the sides, this is interesting. So Bandai painted the Morpher. I'll bet just all silver and nothing else. Whereas Hasbro just left it the red plastic. But Hasbro painted this diamond here. Bandai did not, and Bandai did not. Hasbro did. So, you know, there are some things painted that weren't before, so that's good. You could always paint them more for yourself very meticulously with a teeny tiny, like a toothpick practically. It's so tiny. But you could probably do that if you wanted to. If I had the time, I probably would. I'm not going to do it right now, though. I've done that with other figures in the past. But you shouldn't have to do that. But again, for $20, it is what it is. And, you know, they got the holsters, same side, everything. The paint apps down the legs are about the same, except this one they didn't paint here where they did here. And articulation-wise, they're pretty kind of similar but different. So for this original guy, you know, you could not move the arms up. You can only do it like this. You couldn't move them up to the side or bring them forward to the center or out. There was no joint there, just this bending elbow and this up and down. Whereas like the Lightning Collection, you know, you can do all kinds of things. They've got so many different places that move. You can bring it, you know, forward again, like the whole zombie pose, and out, and it's got all these different joints, so you can do a lot more. You can also spin the wrist, whereas before there is no wrist articulation whatsoever. Legs, same kind of thing. You just bend the knees. It does turn here if you want to turn the feet, but the feet have no actual articulation in them, whereas this one, you know, like it does. So again, you know, this, and then it has this stuff going on. This, you couldn't move the hips or the torso at all. It was all one solid piece. So yeah, so that's kind of quickly the differences between these two guys. So yeah, feel free to hit the subscribe button and like button if you want to see more of this kind of stuff. And let me know. I've got like all of the original figures. If you want me to compare anybody else in the Lightning versus the original, I can certainly do that. Just let me know who you want to see in the comments below. All right, guys. See ya. Bye.